All right, should we get going?
Yeah, let's get going. Take the little dildo out. All right, dude. I want to zoom in on that for the intro, by the way, of you spitting that out. We're here in a what is it called when you're not supposed to tell them where we're at? Undisclosed location. In Valencia, California. Just we're not going to tell you the coordinates because this is a sick spot.
But we're doing hometowns, dude. This is like the Bachelor.
Yeah.
You know, when you come, like, am I going to meet your parents?
Yeah.
You're going to meet mine?
No, absolutely not. I do not want to do that. We could do that. I don't know where you go, like to Mimi's Cafe. What do you do around here? It's so good, dude. It's crazy to be back. You know, anyone that stayed here in the home to talk shit about it. But I come back and I'm like, this is paradise.
Yeah.
I didn't see it when I was a kid, but look at us right now.
You need perspective. You got to get out and see some other shit and not have mountains.
360. There's nowhere you look where it's not gorgeous. Six Flags is right there.
Yeah.
And there's that's not the gorgeous scenery I'm talking about, but there's just beautiful mountain ranges, trees. You see the Santa Clara River.
I could do without some of the power lines, maybe.
Yeah, the power lines. We got any behind us? That's a clean shot,
That's a clean shot, I think.
Yeah, we're looking at a power line, but that's the sacrifice we make for the dog pound, dude, for the viewers. They get the view.
Yeah.
We got to look at the brick wall. That's just what it is.
And like a year or two ago, they put these balls up in the power lines. Did you notice those?
Yeah, is that like is that like a seagull defense? What is that?
I guess.
Is that for the birds? Or is that just a little, I kind of thought it was just a little flare. Like these ones, yellow, red, white.
Yeah, I don't know why they picked the colors.
It might be a little bling.
Right.
Why wouldn't you go hometown color? We have hometown color, purple and gold.
Yeah.
That's what they should have done. They should have teched it out purple and gold.
That'd be cool. A little bit of flair. A little hometown pride.
How was the road trip, dog?
Dude, the road trip was good overall. A little tough. We thought we were going to do 3 days because we had the pup in the back, but, you know, once she knocked out, and she actually did really well.
CBD treats?
No, actually, one of Grayson's coworkers said give him a Benadryl.
Really?
A benzo. Is that what a benzo is? What's a benzo?
No. A benzo is like Xanax.
Oh, I was calling them benzos the whole time.
Benzodiazepine.
Yeah, I told my girlfriend they were benzos, so I got to stick with that.
Well, for you, I mean, that's a Benadryl for you is like a Xanax to an adult.
Yeah, or for the puppy.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I think Luna's even got a higher tolerance than you, dude. She gets into things. You know she does.
Yeah, for sure. Did I ever tell you the one time? Did I mention this on here when she got high as fuck? I mentioned that on the podcast before, I think.
Maybe. I think so.
It was after we had Brandon Lejean on the podcast. He was smoking a blunt in my backyard.
And she ate it, right?
She ate it.
Yeah.
And she got fucking zonked out. She went totally banukis.
Damn.
And she was like, I don't think she's been the same since. Like now, ever since then, she's scared of shiny objects.
Really?
Like when that happened, she was like barking at her dog bowl because it's silver and shiny.
It's kind of good,
splashing the water.
It's kind of good, though, because the opposite of that is when you're attracted to shiny things like Dahmer, you start fucking people's organs and eating them.
Shit.
That was the thing. That was his like diagnosis.
Really?
Whatever it's called, he's like infatuated with shiny, like the shininess of a liver, an organ.
Ew.
Yeah.
Is it shiny? It's got a certain sparkle to it?
I think it does, dude. I think it has a certain, in the right light, it really twinkles.
I thought you were going to say like the gay guys he was fucking were wearing like some shiny, sparkly stuff.
Too. Actually, no, it was actually kind of in a impoverished area. There's not a whole lot of bling in these guys that he was bringing back.
Yeah. But yeah, road trip was good. Knocked it out in 2 days. It was a little tough. Yesterday I drove 12 hours straight. That was a little rough. I think that's my record.
We went 11:30.
Yeah.
To Albuquerque.
Do you switch off, or is it all? Do you grab? Hold the door open for the lady, or are you?
I took. She takes mid.
She takes mid shift.
I go first and third. She takes mid shift.
Okay.
About 2.5 hours.
Yeah, that's good.
And it was great. I took a nap. She's a trustworthy driver.
Right.
Albuquerque was interesting. I had a show.
Did you get on stage?
Yeah, I had a show at Dry Heat Comedy Club.
Dry Heat?
Dry Heat Comedy Club, dude.
Is that a good thing, a dry heat?
That's just what Albuquerque is, dude. They're just playing to the conditions.
I guess
they're
yeah.
They're just playing with the cards they were dealt.
And what do we have in Texas? A moist heat?
It's a moist heat, I would say.
Okay.
But it was sick. Yeah. Albuquerque was sick. It's weird. I don't think it did. I don't think it weathered through the pandemic well.
No.
It was a Saturday night. Granted, it was cold. It It was
Yeah.
really cold, and we were out there before the show looking for a place to get a drink, and it was like we ended up going to a really dope speakeasy inside of a liquor store. You had to email this email or whatever, and they sent you a password. We got in, went down there, drank, but all these stores were closed, dude. Everyone had a neck tattoo of like a feather or something,
yeah.
which is cool, but they were white people, so like
Right.
not that cool. Like, I like it when the Native Americans do that shit. They rep hard.
Yeah.
But when a white person gets a feather on their neck, it's... But then again, they're in Albuquerque, so it's like maybe that's just the... Green chilies.
I always pictured you as the guy with the headdress at Coachella, just real getting into it. No.
You've known me for... That's insulting. Unreal. First of all, I would never appropriate a culture like that. You know that.
Yeah.
Second of all, I can't afford Coachella.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
Third of all, I wouldn't be there.
True.
Unless they invited me. Then I would be there and I would wear the headdress and post it all over the internet. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah. They're just cool.
Headdresses?
Yeah.
They are cool.
It's just a fun
But it's like
thing.
ceremonious, I feel like. You're not supposed to do Molly and go twerk to Deadmau5 5.
Yeah. I
You
guess that's the appropriate... if it's like religious or something, we can't touch those things. But like, that's the only stuff you're not
Well, I
allowed
don't
to
know.
take, right?
Religious, you can touch anything. You ever heard of Catholicism?
Oh, yeah.
They're touching everything. In that,
If you're going to touch it, you got to touch it all the way, though.
Yeah. So
Touch it hard.
I don't know.
But you get any of that local Albuquerque crystal meth? I know they're known for that over there,
Dude, that's
right?
the thing. You can get your drugs and your peppers in the same parking lot
There you
in
go.
Albuquerque.
They do go hard for the peppers on the license plate.
Oh, bro,
Yeah.
you walk around, they're hanging everywhere, like to dry them out. Me and the girl, we went to the alley,
Uh-huh.
tossed some heavy ass balls and some heavy ass pins.
Wait, what's the bowling alley?
Come on, dude. I thought we were bowlers now. I'm dropping this
Damn,
lingo on
dude.
you, and you're out to lunch. Did you wear your Adidas splitters, dude? Your sidewinders? Come on, man. We should hit the alley while we're here.
Yeah, dude.
Tone up a little.
That I thought about the alley last night.
We got a
Grayson's
couple, don't we,
sister was going
in
to go
this
to the
town?
alley, and I was like, shit, I want to go.
Are there multiple bowling alleys here?
Yeah, there's Santa Clarita Lanes, which was the most popular one.
Yeah, that was the one by Mount Tasia.
Right. Mount Asia. Yeah. But after high school and like me and my friends always go to Valencia Lanes. It's a little more run down.
Where's that? Oh, that's the one on.
It's in Newhall,
yeah,
but it's
yeah.
called Valencia Lanes.
Right.
And it's a little seedy in there. It's kind of sketchy.
Well, the one at the and I think this is illegal, but the one at Santa Clarita Lanes is a sports book.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they do have some sort of like
Maybe I'm
bingo
not-
going on there
yeah,
or
maybe
something.
I'm blowing up their spot. I don't know.
Well, it always seems like you're always allowed to bet on like horse races.
Yeah, which I think is the most inhumane, dude.
Right.
Why can't I can't bet on grown men, but I can bet on an animal in captivity?
How does that work? How are people always betting on horse races when gambling's illegal?
I think it's time for us to free some fucking horses. I'm gonna be honest, and we
Slavery.
start with the horse cops. I mean,
Yeah.
not because that's inhumane, just because it's fucking pointless. It's a waste of our tax dollars.
Right.
Let's get rid of that. And then, I don't know, you drive down, I mean, there's some horses back here, dude, San Francisco. You drive down there, they
Yeah.
can't even do a full 360 and they're stable. What? No, don't giggle at that. How dare you? Give me a nay.
Once in a while, you'll see someone riding their horse through like the paseos here. Like you can take the trail all the way from the ranches back
I
there.
guess
You'll
you
see
see,
them down
I've
here.
seen it in like the wash,
Yeah,
and that's cool,
that is cool.
I guess. But also, like, get out of the bike lane on your
Right.
horse. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You go find a field.
They do the greyhounds too. Is that another racing thing that people bet on?
Now, that one's sad. Actually, I don't know if that one's as sad because I feel like you could get a bunch of domesticated greyhounds that are
Right.
just chilling and put them in that thing and make them chase the rabbit, and they're all going to do it.
Give them a purpose.
But they shouldn't have a training regimen. That's where I feel like it's fun. Like, this guy's got to wake up at 6 a.m., this greyhound, to take some creatine and then go to the sauna, do all that. I think that's a little...
Well, they've also bred them to be so aerodynamic that their heads are like, their brains are the size of a pea.
Yeah.
They got to be. I mean, they're so weird.
I think that's why
looking.
they're so good at running, because they're so dumb. It's
Yeah.
like the Forrest Gump thing. Like,
True.
they just want to move their legs. It gives
And
them...
the skinny leg. It looks like you could just break it like a toothpick. Pretty pathetic. I mean, they look like big rats. They're pretty
Yeah.
ugly looking.
Yeah.
Dogs.
Yeah, and you can't even say, like, that's God's creature, because it's not.
That's our creature.
God had a good design, dude.
Yeah.
The base model, the wolf,
Yeah.
God made a great design. And then
That's
we just
true,
kept
dude.
adding aftermarket perks.
How did we
souping it
not
up.
up the game? Like, if we're gonna make developments on God's creations, how did we not make something better than a wolf?
Dude, it's like the Great Dane is a lift. It's a lift kit, you know.
Yeah.
And then you got the greyhound.
But it's not as ferocious.
Greyhound, you put some turbo in there.
Yeah.
What else? Mini Coopers are all like the toy poodles.
Right.
You know, smart cars.
Yeah.
You get more life on those.
Chihuahua.
Ones. You get it. They really, the dog breeding business is pretty similar to the automobile industry.
Right.
When you
Husky,
think about it.
you got that like industrial. We can go through the storm.
Yeah, Husky's like a Hummer.
Yeah, like a
Yeah,
or
you
a
know,
Jeep Wrangler.
That's like a Bernese Mountain Dog is like
Yeah.
an F-350. You know, Roy I think is like an old 4Runner.
Yeah.
That's Roy. Luna is a Chevy Impala. Let's face it.
There we go.
Yeah.
But the Wolf, you know, the Model T, the original, nothing beats it.
No, that's the Model T. You're right.
You can't beat the Wolf.
The Wolf was a good one, dude. The Wolf was a good one because like they worked as a team,
Yeah.
but also you could say fuck this. I'm gonna go pursue. I don't want to be on the football team. I want to go be a boxer.
Right.
And then Wolves dip. They go do their own thing. And then I think they're welcome back in every now and then.
And I like the idea of the tribe like having some risk. Like we brought this animal that could fuck us up.
Yeah.
But you know, we give a little, we take a little, do a little here or there. Like
Yeah,
but
man.
at any time this could like slit my throat.
Yeah.
But we've breeded them down to like they're just pussies and there's no threat.
Yeah.
It's too easy.
And it's crazy how everyone had the same idea globally, right?
To make dogs.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know when this. I mean, I'm sure. God, when do you think this? I would like to look up the first domesticated dog. Like when? I wonder when that was. Like when did they start doing this? Because was it Pangea? Was it post or pre-Pange, dude?
I don't know. It's got to be Huskies, right? I think the
Huskies,
Eskimos,
Yeah, Huskies and Malamutes. I want to say.
and they're still the closest to the wolf, so that's why I think they didn't go all the way. But how they got it down to a fucking Chihuahua? Have you seen these?
Had to have been a torturous process, right?
Oh yeah.
Couldn't have been friendly for that's something we don't talk about. This could have not been. How many little mutant chihuahuas that, like with a full wolf face but a little body were like running around killing like
Frankenstein.
a little Frankenstein. I don't know.
Frankenweenie?
That's actually kind of a twisted thing to think about.
Yeah.
And I think they're coming out with new breeds, right?
I'm sure. When's the last? That's what I was thinking the other day. When's the last time we had a new breed?
Because like I want to say, like my family,
Labradoodle?
my family dog was a puggle,
Really?
and that was new to the game. I feel like.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the
There's-
mixed breeds. It used to be you had a pug or a beagle, and then when you first saw like a puggle, you're like, wait, what?
It's because people got broke. They couldn't have two dogs. I want a pug and a beagle. Put them together. Give me the combo
Yeah.
pack. BOGO.
I wish they were like cut in half.
That's
like
really what a
cat
mixed
dog.
breed is, dude. It's a buy one, get one free. I didn't think if you want a lap dog, you mix a poodle, and if you want a working dog, mix it with a lab.
Right.
Boom, dude. That's a BOGO.
That's good.
They really are. Those scientists were onto something. Now,
Get the
what's
best
ne-
of both
Why do
worlds.
we stop with domestication?
Like not do it with other animals.
Why can't I have a rhino in my backyard, a mini rhino? Why do we
That's
stop
what
at
I'm
the Why do
saying,
we
dude.
stop at the wolf?
What would you domesticate if you could?
Let's think logistically here. Like what?
I mean, to have something flying like a bald eagle that could just go and get
Can you
shit
breed
for you.
something to be bigger? Because the next thing could be flying mounts.
Mouse?
Mounts,
Mounts?
like a mount, like an animal that you mount and ride.
Oh yeah,
a steed, a flying steed could be next. Is what
Right.
I'm saying.
yeah. Like
we
in
ride
Harry
horse,
Potter.
We ride horses, right?
Right.
And then that transition to the car.
Uh-huh.
We have an airplane. Why can't we make these birds bigger? Juice them up, steroid them, get it into the gene pool.
Yeah, we kind of skipped a step
Yeah.
because we went horse to car, but we didn't. Yeah, we didn't get a huge. It's
Animal.
unfortunate that ostriches can't fly. Otherwise, that'd be a game changer.
I'm sorry. Anytime you say the word ostrich, I'm gonna giggle. Man. You don't even really look like an ostrich, but I like picturing you as one. Like like a centaur,
Oh yeah.
but your body is just a plump, feathery butt with these two scaly legs.
Yeah, or just the face. Just take off the head and put my head on an ostrich.
That'd be funny.
So, yeah.
We could probably make that happen in post.
Yeah.
You've seen Rick Glassman's podcast?
Yeah.
That's a creative one.
Take your shoes off. Yeah. Yeah, he kills it.
Oh, I saw Bill Burr on a slight return tour in Austin last week.
Dude, how is he pumping out material so fast? I feel like he's on a new tour every fucking week.
I just think it's like it's the 30-year. Like I think he can write something and know it's gonna hit.
Yeah. Because I feel like he doesn't have, where does he work out of? I feel like he doesn't do the reps that other people have to do. Maybe. I mean, he
I
must.
don't know if he maybe.
I think he's L.A. Comedy Store.
Does he
but
maybe sprinkle in like theaters at the beginning or like big clubs?
He must.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Louis does.
Yeah. I mean, Louis did the Creek to tune up his hour.
Right.
So I think like he probably drops into places.
Dude, it's such a steal if you can see one of those big comics.
That was the
in a
coolest thing.
smaller room.
When you and I saw Louis C.K., he brought his notebook out, and as a
Right.
comic, like I think maybe like casual fans would see that and be like, "What?" But
Right.
you have no idea how cool that is. That like he's trying these jokes out maybe for the first time on
Right.
you, and it's to put in his special,
Uh-huh.
and you get to see like the kinks and like maybe it doesn't work when you see it, and then you see it in the special, and then like it's like, oh damn, like I see how this works.
Yeah. And I've never seen a comic at one of these big arenas. Did that change things?
That was my first time. Yeah, it's not the best.
Yeah, I would
It's more-
imagine.
it's
There's
more of a
no
s-
way.
It's more of a spectacle,
Right.
but
I mean, nothing is good at, like, if you go to an NFL
he
game.
was making
and
me
you're,
laugh. He was funny. It was really good.
I'm sure.
He had some and like
But you're looking at the TV, kind of. It's like, what, you know.
you remember the Philly meltdown.
Right, yeah.
So like I think was
That's
at a
how he broke.
stadium,
Right.
and the entire arena turned on him. And I
Mhm.
remember watching that recently, thinking to myself, how the fuck does that happen? Like everyone's here to see you. They love you. How? And then I realized when I saw him, he's like, does real misogynistic jokes, like goes in
Right.
on women and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there's times where he'll say something savage, and you hear a big oh, like all the women and everything,
Yeah.
and he just doubles down so fucking hard. And if he doesn't, like, I could totally see how an entire like arena, but it didn't. I mean, obviously it worked when I
Yeah.
went. No one turned on him. It was great.
Right.
But it's
They're
so
all
many,
his fans.
so many people, dude.
Yeah.
So many people. We were in like we were up there too. We were in like the nosebleeds.
Yeah. It is a different feel to hear all those people laughing at the same time, I'm sure.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it is. Yeah, it was sweet. It was
And how's
sweet.
your road trip been?
Good, dude. I mean, the show went well in Albuquerque, and then I went to Flagstaff, and I
Were the
boarded-
people there weird? People in Albuquerque.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't know, not the comics. The comics that I met that live there are
It was
super
cool. Yeah.
But a lot
Did
of
you
like
put them in the ground? You go, this is Austin, Texas. This is what we do over here.
I did my thing, man.
Yeah.
You
Were
know?
you a little dirtier than them? Or no?
No, they were filthy.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the Albuquerque scene, these guys are filthy.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, I was.
I
not
mean, they're
dirty
all
at them.
fresh out of rehab, or they're about to go in. These guys are.
I don't even think I'm that. I don't even think I'm that dirty. I mean, I'm not clean,
No.
but I'm not like talking about. I'm not Gilbert Godfrey talking about banging my dead grandma.
Yeah.
You know.
You're like Seinfeld.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, skill-wise, definitely. Swagger, sophistication,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
I mean,
But
what
dude-
is dirty? Who gets offended by shit? What, poop?
What do you mean? Who gets offended by shit? It's the last time you've been on Twitter.
Yeah, I guess.
They shouldn't. You're right.
It's so strange to me. Going to a comedy show and getting angry.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But I went to Flagstaff and we boarded, dude.
So you went Albuquerque one night and then Flagstaff.
Flagstaff.
Okay.
I went snowboarding twice at the Arizona Snow Bowl.
Yeah?
Dope. So earlier this year, I went to Salt Lake City, Utah,
Mm-hmm.
which I think, as of now, I'm putting Utah number one as geographic beauty.
Really?
Yeah. Unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal. We went up, and granted, there was a little mushrooms involved,
Oh, yeah.
but we went up to the mountain and snowboarded, and I was on this catwalk that like wrapped around kind of the back country, and we are up there. We took 2 lifts to the top,
Jeez.
and I just started crying. Like,
Really?
like smiling cheek to cheek, and like a tear was getting
Yeah, that's
caught in my
definitely
gum.
the mushrooms.
Well, for sure, but like also, it was just like I've taken mushrooms here, never once cried,
No tears?
and this is beautiful. This is gorgeous.
No tears seeing Colossus go down the loop.
No,
So
no.
beautiful.
The problem is I think about myself underneath Colossus, crushing a beer, like and like looking over my shoulder, like
Yeah.
there's too much. I've tarnished the beauty here.
Right.
Is what I think.
You can snowboard on shrooms?
Dude, shrooms. You don't want to go hard, bro. I'm like a mic, like not
I'm
enough.
doing fallen leaf.
I wasn't even enough to like. Fallen leaf. No, I'm saying you don't take a lot of mushrooms.
Oh, okay.
Pizza, French
Oh, I
fry. Pizza, French fry. But you take a little bit, and
Oh,
it
I
just,
see.
dude, it's like you just feel your body like, If you take a little bit of mushrooms, you just feel if you're say you go on like a hike,
Yeah.
you'll feel your calves activating, your glutes. It's beautiful.
Really?
And you can really focus. And the thing is,
it's such a small thing. It's hard to measure. You got to get a scale out and get the perfect amount or something.
no,
Or you're doing little tablets or
no,
something.
you just take a little it's he kind of had it like in a shake form.
Yeah.
Like it kind of almost looked like really ground up weed, but like you could tell it's not. It's mushrooms.
Uh-huh.
And you just take a little finger lick.
Okay.
And that's like wait for an hour, see how you feel. If you want more, take more. But like I'm not in the game of
Little
hallucinating.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Like I do not want to do that again.
Really?
Yeah, I like if you microdose mushrooms or acid, it's awesome.
Uh-huh.
But if you get to the point where you're like, that's too much for me.
So you'll still microdose, but you don't want to go hard in the paint.
Yeah, I mean, mushrooms, like I'll take a little bit.
Have you had some dark times hallucinating?
No, because I don't push it. I really
Yeah.
don't push it, dude.
So then why are you off it?
Because I don't want to. I
Oh,
don't want to
you
know. I'm not opening the gate to the unknown. Dude.
You don't want to see the real world?
I don't want to open Pandora's box.
You take the red pill? Or the
I would-
blue pill? I always get it mixed up.
Yeah. Is there another? There got to be a third option.
I heard in the new Matrix they have like a green pill, which is like,
You can turn it on and off.
I don't fucking know, dude.
But here's the thing. So I went snowboarding in Utah, and that was the first time in like 3 years. And before that, it was Colorado. The Utah snow was so fucking I flew into a blizzard. It was so perfect that like I turned into Shaun White. Like it was just so easy to shred. You know?
Really?
Yeah, it was amazing.
It was like Mike, but Shaun White
yeah,
edition.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like instead of like coming from poverty, it's like just another semi-privileged white guy learning how to do a privileged white guy sport.
Yeah.
But no, I was shredding, and then I went to Arizona. Not the case with the snow.
No.
It hadn't snowed in like a week and a half,
Yeah.
10 days.
Are they doing the blower out there like Big Bear, Mountain High?
Yeah, but it's not sufficient. You know
Right.
that. And so like it was sick in the sense that like it's a sprint. Like it takes you 7 minutes to get up on the lift. There's like a cool park and there's some cool steep hills, and you can do like 20 runs in a 6-hour day. Like that part is sick. And I brought
If
Roy,
it's not crowded, but if it's crowded, then you're fucked.
right. And I brought my dog Roy up to the mountain with me.
Really?
Dude, I thought it was going to be a bad idea. I didn't really have a place to leave him during the day. So like the first day I put him in my buddy's apartment, and the entire time I was just thinking about him, and like it kind of ended the day early. I was like, I'm going to go get my dog. The second day I brought him up there because I saw the situation. It's so convenient. The parking lot, we parked right next to the lift. And it's like it's not a huge mountain. So like you could, in 30 minutes, you could do 2 runs, and then I would just go check on him.
Oh, he was in the car.
He was in the car, yeah.
Oh, I thought you brought him on the lift.
No,
doing
he was
ski
in the
patrol.
car, and Buddha has a 4Runner, so that back window was all the way down, and he had a blanket. He was just kicking it.
Bring him
People
on
were
the lift,
walking
dude.
by and petting him. Yeah, dude, that's how you derail it.
Get an
He would
avalanche
not
started.
sit still. They do have gondolas there. I thought about taking him in the Gandhi.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, dogs just make shit so hard. I can't believe you got a dog.
You have one too.
I know, but
But anyway, so like this snow was harder for me to shred on,
yeah.
and like the first half of the day, I was really right when you get off the lift. The first part of it was the steepest and hardest. After that, it's like more manageable, but it was so steep. And my friends rip, and they just like meet you at the bottom situation. Because it's been me my whole life. I'm the keep up guy,
Yeah.
and like I'll just meet you at the bottom.
Maybe you'll carry the camera
Yeah, maybe I'll carry the camera,
to the
but
skate park.
but like if I have to focus on the camera and not the ground, I'm going down a lot.
Yeah.
And
I
then
mean, you
but
run with the Scoo Crew. They're daredevils. These
They
guys
are.
are like,
They are.
jumping gaps,
Yeah.
6 stairs, and
Oh,
doing kick flips,
They
grinding the
shred,
rails.
dude. Michael Wilson, my boy, rips, dude. He's the one who lives in Utah in Salt Lake, and he was out there with us in Flagstaff, and he just tears it up. Buddha, shouts to Buddha, the most shout-out person on this podcast. He ripped. He shreds. All the boys were shredding. Marty Ice was up there doing his thing.
Did you feel any pressure to like hit a jump or something like
I did.
that?
I was hitting jumps.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
hitting jumps. Look, dude,
Cool.
I learned from these guys. Buddha gave me some nice pointers, and I applied them, and it really helped. But in the beginning, before you get the hang of it, you got the high school kids that look just chill as all can be. You know, they got the Dickies on that are a little sagged. They got real baggy like jackets that are like a nice bright highlighter color.
You'll
And
see a dude in a T-shirt sometimes.
that guy's an asshole.
Yeah, with
You
just
know?
a beanie.
And then those guys are ripping by me, and that sucks. But even worse is the 11-year-old that's keeping up with me, or like barely just going ahead of me. And it's like, fuck you, get out.
Yeah,
You have
dude.
skis. That's easier. Everyone knows it.
Yeah, dude, the little kid that comes up behind you, he's like, "Hey, can you move
Yeah. Yeah.
out of the way? Get to the side."
To your left. Fuck you, dude. Hit me. This is a brick wall, kid.
Yeah.
Run into me. See what happens.
He points you. He's like, "Hey, they got a little green run down there if you need to
Dude, the bunny slopes.
practice." The bunny, take the magic carpet for a spin.
Is that the one that pulls you up? Yeah, you like sit down on it. Yeah. Crisscross applesauce.
Yeah.
no,
do you
dude-
rock a helmet? I hope you got a helmet. Come on, dude.
No.
Crack your skull open, man.
I did feel, I was starting to think my buddy Michael Wilson, who was like really good, was wearing a helmet, which made me think like, oh, I thought it was for the noobs.
I wear a helmet, and it makes me so much more comfortable to where I'm like, I'll push it further.
Yeah, because it reminds you of being a kid.
Yeah.
Brings you back to the early days.
Dude, I was just telling Grayson this yesterday, that there was a time when I like used to wear a helmet around when I didn't need one. Like I had this idea in my head that I was going to be like a kid from Rocket Power or
It's
something.
so funny how because you picture the kid that has to wear a helmet, and it's like you're wearing it on your own, that you're even more special than the kid that has to wear it.
Yeah.
Like you're insisting on wearing the helmet.
It was cultural appropriate. It was like the headdress.
And your parents have to tell him like, no, he doesn't. He's okay. Like he's not. There's nothing wrong with him. He just likes the helmet.
Dude, I wore a helmet that was like unbuckled, and I had these like bike gloves with holes through.
You thought you were Twister.
I thought I was Twister. Dude, I wanted to be like this mechanical guy who like, I wanted my garage to be a place that people would bring their bikes and I'd tune it up real
Oh
quick. and
yeah,
send
that's
them
a
their way.
sexy fantasy as a kid.
Yeah.
And you kind of like set something up, you have no idea what you're doing, and like they'll come over, you bang it with a hammer, a little like spin the pedal. Yep, that's good.
I'm looking through my dad's toolbox and just pulling out random things.
It's
and,
like that.
trying to
He's
figure out how it
just
works.
putting some air in a tire. Why do you have a saw? It's not how this works. That's funny.
Yeah.
It's like, Niko, get me a pliers. He comes back with a hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fun days. Chilling in the garage was a good time as a kid in this town.
Oh yeah, dude. Nothing but, riding bikes, riding scooters, play a little street hockey.
No, the weather here is always phenomenal, dude.
God, I think if you microdose right now, you might tear up a little, dude. I think
Yeah, I
you're
think
putting
so.
down Valencia, but
I don't know. I might. You're delivering good energy today, and it's making me feel sentimental.
yeah.
It's just crazy how like I grew up here in like the 2000s,
Mhm.
right? So it's not even like that early, and this was all like bare. This was all just empty land, and now it's all houses, and it's kind of like they're never gonna stop doing that.
Yeah.
They're never gonna stop building houses, and like the 126,
Uh-huh.
which is the beautiful highway that leads right here from Valencia to Ventura,
Right.
California. In my opinion, the best city in California.
Ventura.
I love Ventura.
I would love to live in Ventura.
Yeah,
dude. I
that'd be
think
amazing.
about it all the time.
It'd be nice and foggy right now. It's right over there, right over the hill, dude.
Yeah.
And the 126 is eventually going to be all houses. It's going to turn into like neighborhoods. There's going to be little cities that weren't there before, like little
Yeah.
towns.
It is a different vibe. I definitely noticed on my road trip, and you get to see Texas to all the way here. Once you get to California and you're going on the 10 freeway or up the 5, there's a different feel of like it's nonstop houses. There's like
Yeah.
no in between where there's nothing.
Well, I'll say this, because I came in from the 14,
Uh-huh.
and I always come in like right at sunset, and that
Yeah.
is like the most gorgeous you can see. Coming in that direction,
Oh, yeah.
it's so beautiful.
Dude, it's so beautiful. And just imagine without houses, this would
I
look
know.
like incredible.
I know, dude.
But we got a speeding ticket.
Today?
You know that's going to happen.
You got a speeding ticket?
Yesterday on the road trip.
Oh my God, Niko.
Or actually, it was the first day, I think.
Dude, I was in fear of that. I drove here without a license.
Really?
Yeah, because it
Holy
expired.
shit.
It's at my house. Here.
Oh, really?
It came. I had a temp license.
So you got a California one?
Yeah, I need to. Well, that's why. So I'm trying to get.
I think
that
you need a
doesn't-
Texas one.
I'm trying to get one, but I need my license first. I lost it.
Mm. Yeah, you're like, I need a license. They're like, where's your license?
Yeah, where's your license? Exactly.
Yeah, dude. I figured it out in my head.
How
I'm
fast
like,
were you going?
it was 80, and I was going. He said he clocked me at 92 or 94.
Okay. Where was the
That's
speed limit at
bullshit.
80?
In New Mexico or Texas.
Damn, I didn't
Texas.
see anything higher than 75 the whole way.
Yeah, there was 80
That's
when I was
crazy.
going.
That's nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
I think somewhere in Oklahoma I was driving through, it was 90 at one point.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they got some 90 spots.
That's crazy.
But dude, 10 miles per hour over, it's never like I'm speeding like crazy. I'm just trying to keep up.
what's the damage?
like $300.
It's insane.
And that's what I've realized now. Like, I calculate it in my head, like, driving across the country is going to be so much cheaper. I just have to pay for gas. I don't need the flights or whatever.
You don't count for the tickets.
But I should include that there's an extra 300. It's a given that I'm going to get a ticket.
That's crazy.
There's
dude.
no way that I'm.
How many tickets have you gotten this year? At least
Probably
2.
4.
4?
I don't know, dude. It's fucking ridiculous.
Because I feel like you're a rule follower.
Yeah, dude. I didn't think I was speeding at all.
That's what's crazy. Like I'm riding dirty out there.
And you're driving and you see people switching lanes. Are you this asshole who's just like cutting and
Well, my
are you
thing
making
is,
moves the whole time? You can't sit straight.
No, well, here's my move: is I'm in the right lane, 5 miles over on cruise control,
Yeah.
and if you're in my way, I simply pass you.
Yeah.
That's the move.
Right.
That's the move, dude. Just this right here, folks. And you keep that cruise control,
Right.
and it's great for mileage. My brake pads are down to the metal. I can't really afford to brake,
Right.
so I have to just cruise it out.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you get these assholes who are like in the left. The right lane is congested. The left lane is too because somebody's going, 70 in the 70. And you can't get around because there's 2 fucking big rigs and it just creates problems.
Let's see what happens when Elon cranks out this tunnel, dude, all the way from his house to the airport.
Yeah.
That's what it goes from Tesla to the airport.
Who does that help?
Elon. Right?
So is that what he's gonna do? He doesn't fly into the regular. Wouldn't it make more sense for him to make an airport?
He flies out of Austin.
Really?
I'm sure on a jet. I'm sure there's some executive airport somewhere around that he flies out of. You're right, but Austin, like, there's a whole private wing.
But there's also no way there's traffic from Tesla to the airport. Isn't Tesla out in the middle of nowhere?
Come on.
Hmm.
It's Austin.
What?
He's gonna run into traffic somewhere. I think this was like a test thing too.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
a
this
test
one was like
run.
a.
I shouldn't be giving him shit.
But I almost think don't waste the money on a test run. Like, just make the thing,
Right.
and then put all the money into making it right.
Yeah, it shows some reservations that you have. Fucking commit. I was just telling Grayson yesterday, do you remember like a few months ago, it was like earlier this year, when Elon Musk's dad was like on a radio show and they're like, you must be so proud of him. He's like, nah. His dad was like, nah, he's like underachieved. I think his dad was like, I think if you'd ask him, he'd say the same. He hasn't quite lived up to what he's capable of.
Dude, we have a family of 3 coming up here right now.
Oh yeah.
What do we do in this situation?
We just stay put.
Do we just play through?
We play through.
I mean, how do you not see
I wish you didn't notice it.
He's looking right.
No, they'll get
us,
through.
Sitting here.
I
doing
mean,
a
we're
podcast.
if anybody asks,
We've not been noticed, I don't think.
you're Joe
they're
Rogan,
really-
I'm Dave Chappelle.
Do we stand up? We're like blocking the way. We got to stand up.
All right, do we got to move?
Yeah, we'll get out of their way real quick.
How you guys doing?
How are you guys doing?
Good.
Sorry, we're in your way.
No, it's okay. I'll make it through. It's nice up here. Sorry to interrupt your guys'.
Oh, no worries. Merry Christmas. Yeah. Yeah, dude, take it off, man. Take it off, dude. It's so I can't believe I assumed it was going to be colder than this here. I mean, this is unreal. I might go to the beach today, dude.
Is that Rob Deerdeck?
I think so. Dude, and now this is so sad that he's got to explain to his kid what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah, they're like, Dad, what was that? Well, that's so what it is like I think they're doing an internet, it's called a podcast, right? And now just looking at those guys, there's probably not many people listening, but that's
Yeah.
okay. They're following their dream, and one day you're going to do that too.
no, he's telling him, basically, all I got to tell you is this is why you stay in school, kids.
Yeah.
Go to college. Otherwise, you're going to be on 2 chairs
Yeah.
in your hometown.
Speaking to the void, except we got listeners, baby.
I know.
And we appreciate you guys. Keep tuning in, dude. We're gonna send gift baskets to every single one of you. Niko is actually, he doesn't look like it, but he's actually a one-armed Danish craft wax maker. So his soap is unreal. So we're gonna put a couple of those in the basket, and some wild Valencia. What do you pick around? Do we have anything that grows wild here? Some sage, rosemary. We have rosemary we'll put some rosemary in there.
Hell yeah, dude. Dude, I wanted to Sorry, those kids got me in a fucking loop. Did you buy any gifts? Are you good? Are you
I still gotta
you
do
got
that.
any Christmas plans and stuff?
Still gotta buy gifts.
I wanted to get you a gift and I didn't.
I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah,
I
I know,
gotta be
I
honest.
figured.
Yeah.
But I thought it would have been nice to give you a gift and you feel awkward.
Yeah.
But I didn't do that,
I'm
so
glad
we're
you
both
didn't.
giftless.
Glad you did not.
Do you have Christmas plans while you're here? Do you have any plans to do you have any events to go to, or are you just
dude.
you're open sketch?
I'm open sketch.
So you're just kicking it with friends and stuff?
Yeah, friends, family, just relaxing. There's my mom wants to take me out to some new bar. Other than that,
Really?
Yeah.
What do you do with your mom at a bar?
You drink.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it cool?
It's
What's the new bar in town?
I don't know.
Tilted Kilts
There's
back? or
so
what?
many. There's so. I don't think new restaurants weather well here.
No, we don't take change here very well.
No.
I mean, yeah.
Back the way you came, boy.
Yeah.
Back the way you came.
You got to make something we're familiar with. You
Yeah.
open up a new Red Robin, people might get a little stoked, but we don't like, what is this? But your mom's got a new bar to show you. That's nice.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. What are you doing?
Dude, I have so many events to
Because
go
you're
to.
staying
It's
with your
ridiculous.
girlfriend's family.
I'm staying with my girlfriend's
How's that? Because
parents.
that's kind of.
It's literally right there. You see this street down there?
Yeah.
It's literally there.
So that's not. I mean, that's not the best.
It's a little. I mean, I don't want to say it's uncomfortable, but for me, it's uncomfortable.
You can't really move around smoothly.
Oh no, I can't fart in the
Yeah.
living room. I
Yeah.
can't, shit with the door open. I'm out of my sketch. No pissing in the sink. It's like it's weird.
Right. That's weird. And also, they were just at your house for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's
So
a
you
little.
guys have been seeing a lot of each other.
Seeing a lot of each other, and all of our families are here. So it's like, all right, we're going to Uncle Debbie's for dinner tomorrow. Then we're gonna go to Aunt Viv's for lunch.
Yeah, thank
And-
God, dude.
Dude,
Oh,
I got a whole agenda. It's like a Coachella lineup of what I
Yeah.
have to go to.
I got nothing, dude.
Yeah, I barely snuck this in, dude.
Oh, that's
It's a tight sketch.
all my family. We moved away. I'm from Connecticut.
Right.
I was born in Connecticut and lived there for 5 years. So everyone lives there.
That's nice.
So I come back here. It's just the family chilling. They like they like to kick it.
Right.
They don't like doing much.
So all you have to do is visit your immediate family and all your homies who you want to.
And I just like walking around. I
Yeah.
like taking my dog for long walks, bro.
Yeah.
I like. Unfortunately, it's not baseball season, but when I come back here in the summer, dude, I went to 5 Dodger games. Like one of the times I visited for a week.
Oh yeah.
I went to a full Giant series.
Dude, wouldn't it be kind of nice just to know nobody and really get into what you want to do and just like,
It's kind of how it feels now. Not like, all right,
yeah,
6 years ago when I would
Yeah.
come back here and go to the Lazy Dog,
yeah,
it was like it was just a full-on reunion.
yeah,
But now I don't think it's like that. You see a couple people, and like for a while it was getting sad. You could see the people that stayed here, and that was their party scene.
right.
Like the Lazy Dog and the Tilted Kilt.
Yeah, that was their peak.
That was like
They were in the pocket.
That didn't give me a happy feeling. That made me sad.
It never feels good.
And I know the names. I have the examples.
Right.
And it's like.
I mean, did you go like a big day is the day before Thanksgiving? Everyone would go.
Yeah,
There's
what do
a
they
big
call it?
bar crawl,
Barmageddon?
something like that.
Yeah, I
I never
did that
went
like
to that
once
shit.
maybe. It's too. I don't.
But dude, I even get a little anxiety of like running into people that I know from high school around town and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be fine.
I love the like. Hey, what you been up to? Well, how much time do you have?
Right.
Sit down. If you really want to know, you're gonna need to sit down.
Yeah.
But if not, like, just give me a head nod and keep moving.
The one word answer is never something good.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm alive.
yeah. I'm doing my thing.
Yeah, I'm
doing my thing.
doing my thing. What about you, man?
Yeah.
How you doing? But yeah, I got a Christmas Eve. I got to go to my uncle and an uncle's house. There's supposed to be 75 people there. I got a big family.
Can I come?
You can come. Do you ever go back to Connecticut and you have to see a bunch of people and cousins you've met once or twice? And it's just
well, the weird one was right before I deployed to the Middle East. I went back. I think this was like the week before. I went back
Yeah.
to Connecticut. I got invited. So my dad's older.
Uh-huh.
Right? He had me late in life,
Yeah.
and he has three siblings,
Okay.
and he was the third youngest.
Okay.
So they had kids at a normal age.
right.
So my first cousins are like 20 years older than me.
Yeah.
And then my second cousins are also like my age, but a little older than me. So I went to my second cousin's wedding. She is a year or two older than me. And then I met all my first I'm not really that close to my dad's family. I haven't seen these people since I was a kid. And it was so weird, just like chalk. Like I took a picture with the first cousins, and like I think I was the only one with hair. It was so strange, like
Yeah.
chalking it up with these people and like them talking to me like I'm on their level, but like we're so different and so like.
Right.
And then also it's like the what have you been up to? Where have you been? Like, dude, you want me to cover 20 years right now? Last time you saw me, I was 6.
Right.
Which is fair. I don't know why. Like, I'm at a family function. That's pretty fair to want to
Yeah,
know
it's fair.
what I've been up to.
I mean, what else do you talk about?
But that was a weird one. The Connecticut family. I had because like those people are like have grandkids.
Yeah.
But no, I mean not all of them. Some of them are in their
Right.
40s. But
I also got like a lot of family members who I think they know what I'm doing. They've seen my podcast and stuff, and it just feels a little naked.
yeah,
How many people have seen what you're doing?
that's the beauty, dude. Not a lot of support from
They're
the
not
fam.
too tech savvy.
Well, they just they love to hear what I'm doing. They ask questions. They
Yeah.
support it, but they don't watch. And quite frankly,
It's better that way.
preferred.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw what happened when Uncle
right.
Mark was watching.
Right.
We were getting attacked.
That lasted like 3 episodes.
That was like
I
his,
think he was our first fan, so I feel kind of bad.
yeah. I think every now and then he still watches.
Really?
Well, like
Oh,
he sent me a message. He was like, "I was watching your podcast, and his wife, my aunt, but that I'm not really related to, she doesn't like it because she thinks I'm inappropriate. I guess, which is fair. I am. That's fair. She likes me as a person.
That's what she should think.
I'm not saying she doesn't. She
Right.
does not like me. but,
Right.
Like, she doesn't want to listen to this, and that's fair.
But you want your aunt to think you're inappropriate
But
on
any-
your podcast.
right,
You
right.
don't want her to think it's all appropriate.
And so he was telling her like, yeah, they're not really dirty anymore. Like he was listening to us, and he said, yeah, they're not really
We've
dirty
cleaned up
anymore.
our act.
And then the second she walks in, I start talking about my scrotum, or like my ball sack or something. And it's just, that's kind of how it goes, dude.
Well, I think what got Uncle Mark off to the wrong foot was me burping on the mic.
Yeah, he didn't.
And I don't think I've burped on the mic in a while.
Yeah.
So I
I
will
don't
give
like
him
that.
that.
Almost feels like he won.
It does feel like you won.
Give a nice belch, dude.
I'll try to get one out.
Ape. Yikes. Yeah, not everybody can rise to the challenge, but that's okay. I appreciate the effort there.
Dude, there's nothing worse than the look of you trying to burp and nothing coming out.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a good time to Photoshop a penis right there.
It's just sad, dude.
But yeah, man, you don't really want the family to win, like, cause like, all right, I don't have any shows while I'm here in LA,
Yeah.
right? And so like, my mom asked me, like, do you have a show? Like, I'd like to come.
Ooh.
And in that moment, it made me feel cheery and nice. I'm like, oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
But then I thought, like, oh man, I think about what I say on stage, and like, it's like,
Yeah.
imagine that car ride home. Like, I'm gonna have to explain to her every single sentence and how all of it's a joke.
Right.
And how I don't really like, you know,
Well, what you need to do is you need to sauce her up real nice before. You can't have her in sober.
dude.
So go to her favorite, the
she's
bar
gonna
she wants to
I
take
think,
you to.
I think she'd turn into a heckler. I'm gonna be
Really?
honest. I think so.
And that'd be fine if it's your mom. You know, you're really only performing for them in that moment. So it's like,
Yeah.
as long as it's not like a big show for you or something.
Yeah.
Maybe we set something up in your backyard. Can we do a little pop-up open mic?
Sure we
Get mom and dad. Get all your. Dude, that'd actually be kind of fun. Get all your high school friends around.
No,
Put
it
some
wouldn't.
lights up.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
That would be horrendous.
That would be horrendous.
If they're gonna come see me bomb, they gotta at least pay for it. That's where I'm at.
But you wouldn't bomb, because they would fake
Yeah.
laugh at least.
Yeah.
That's the worst case scenario.
Maybe. A lot of these guys, a lot of these people are not as
Supportive.
are a little more woke than I am. A lot of
Oh.
people that I'm friends with.
Really?
And I'm okay with that. Yeah, that's totally fine. But like,
I think naturally doing comedy, it makes you, it just like gets your brain numb to like
Yeah.
normal stuff a little bit more.
that on top of 7 years of active duty military. I mean, like you
Yeah.
know, I have the mouth of a sailor, and now I'm around mentally ill people that say every word you're not supposed to say into a microphone
Yeah.
to strangers trying to enjoy their dinner.
Right. I don't know. What are hot topics? What do people get offended about?
Abortion's a
Abortion's a hot
wild
one?
one. That's a wild one right now.
Oh, really?
Well, in Texas, I mean, it's crazy.
But if
I'm
they're
gonna
woke,
get sunburned. I'm just realizing I'm exposed.
oh, I'm sorry,
no,
man.
you're good.
If they're woke, then that means that they're pro-abortion.
Yeah.
So,
In Texas, abortion is illegal.
right. Yeah.
I'm just saying that's a topic that's like dicey. Like, you don't want to make abortion jokes. I mean,
Yeah.
you do. I do. And I have a couple, but like,
Dude, but it feels great to have friends that you know you can say whatever. Like, that's a true friendship. And I think a lot of people don't have that, where you don't feel safe to say whatever's on your mind. Like, you could tell me crazy ass shit, and even if I don't agree with it, like, you know, I'm game.
Yeah.
Let's keep on rolling.
That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't
man.
affect, like, the fact that people let other people's words affect them so much. I just can't imagine having that.
I just don't know why people aren't interested in hearing the really sensitive topics being talked about uncensored.
Yeah.
That interests me.
Right.
I want to hear like the uncomfortable topics. Like, I love it when it's like a podcast with a white and a black guy like talking about racial injustice and like sharing perspectives. Like, I love that stuff. Like crossing over those waters and those boundaries and like breaking down the walls and talking about the real shit.
Yeah.
But like, look, I'm no victim in this world at all.
Right.
But, and I'm here to acknowledge that white privilege exists, right?
Yeah.
With that being said, not a popular time to be a straight white male.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the world's against me by any fucking means. This is not a cry for, but what I'm saying is like, you and I, like, look at our...
I mean, we've seen it in the comments.
Dude, no matter what we talk about, of course these two white boys are touching up. Like, what do you mean? We're talking about baseball.
Yeah.
You want two white guys to talk about.
Yeah.
But obviously the dicey stuff, like, of course these white guys are talking about that, yada, yada. But whatever, because then we talk about that with our black comic friends and our other Mexican, Middle Eastern, Asian comic friends. Yeah. I don't care what the white people at home think is offensive. Like, that's...
Yeah.
It's too easy to piss people off. Dude, we made a video about cats and people were threatening our livelihood.
Mm-hmm.
Cats.
Yeah, it's crazy. You just can't... If you get on social media too much, your brain starts to think that that's how most people are.
Yeah.
But you just got to get out in the world and talk to people, and most people don't give a fuck.
Well, because the people that are outside of their house are not the people leaving comments.
Right.
Those are the people that don't leave their home. I'm convinced.
Yeah, dude. I can't wait.
I opened up Instagram last night and I saw a comment.
Uh-huh.
Like, you got one, and it was a long paragraph, and I kind of read it, and it was this guy talking to another guy from a 25-piece thread on one of our videos that is 3 weeks old.
Right.
An argument going back and forth that is almost incomprehensible at this point.
Right.
And they're just still going at each other.
Yeah.
Two strangers.
Right. You got to look at that as like
it's
two strangers who are having an argument outside of 7-Eleven for the past 3 hours.
Just kooks, yeah.
You know?
Because it's like, but the weird thing is that you and I incited that. That's the weird feeling I have. Is like strangers are arguing for weeks.
Yeah. Thinking about it too much just makes me feel weird.
But I love doing that. I love the fact that you and I get to hike up this hill, go to your backyard, talk for an hour.
It's cool,
man.
man.
All that happens.
It's cool.
You know, it's. Well, I almost feel like Charles Manson. Never committed a murder, but
yeah,
my hands aren't necessarily clean.
Dude, this is like, you know, getting towards the end of the year. You reflect on your year. This podcast it's been huge for me. It's awesome.
Yeah. No, we've had a good year, dude. We started this in March. Haven't missed a week.
Haven't missed a week.
I believe this is episode 41.
41.
Yeah, dude.
Coming up
the
on
page
52.
is building. The subscribers are stacking up.
Yeah, it's fun, man.
This is a good time.
It's fun.
It's a good time to be alive. Eventually, dude, we can start taking the show on the road.
Hell yeah.
Lots to look forward to with the dogs here, dude.
Yeah.
Lots to look forward to.
Dude, it's also just fun to like try and be creative, put things out, and not be afraid of like, I don't know about you. Do you get like anxiety of like posting stuff and like, what does this person think of me and stuff? Like, I'm getting better about it.
At first I did.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, all we've done is doubled down. Like, the things we post today are far more dicey than we were posting when I was getting nervous.
Yeah.
But now it's like, the thing you do have to be careful of is I don't care about offending people, because at the end of the day, everything that you and I have put out has come from a place of humor.
Right.
And I truly believe, if I think you and I said something to be offensive, I would not want it to go on.
Right.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
That's a stupid time to do that. We're trying to build a career here. Like, we're not just trying to like be the bad boys that are saying whatever into a microphone. Like, I'm not in the business of offending people. I just don't care if it happens along the way, knowing my intention is not to do so.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with the videos and with the comments and everything, and like the way people see me. I mean,
the strangers don't matter to me as much as I think about like real people who I know. Like, what do they think of me?
At the end of the day, I have Niko Jordan to watch my dog if I need to. Like, fuck them, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
That's where we're at. We got a good thing going.
Yeah.
Fun times. The beauty, you know what's really been rewarding about this podcast is comics that I respect reaching out to be on our podcast.
Yeah.
That's been the coolest thing so far.
Yeah.
People that I look up to in the game expressing that we have something here. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. And also, like, now this is going to sound douchey, but like semi-cool feeling is a lot of these comics on the Austin scene that I looked up to for a long time.
Yeah.
Then you start to compare their numbers, and it's like, damn, dude, we're doing good.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to do that too much either.
No.
I really don't.
No, dude.
But, like, you need to know if you're doing something right. Like, don't change it.
Right,
And
right,
we
right.
haven't.
Yeah.
We're still on the GoPro, kid.
And the biggest thing, the biggest thing is just having fun and trying to do something. Like, it's fucking scary to put yourself out there to try to do something.
Because
So
you're a shy guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And you've really, like, in the last year of working with you, you've really put yourself out there. And, like,
I'm a beautiful butterfly. I've
you really
blossomed.
are, dude.
Thank
You
you.
really are semi-racist butterfly.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking awesome.
No.
And having you here with me, like, fuck you.
That's the thing, dude. It's
You
good.
pushed me to be better, and you've made, I mean, the funny shit, dude. Going back and editing clips and like having you just come up with the fucking random shit. I feel
It's a good part.
blessed and honored.
It's
to,
a good. I
to
don't
be
want
able to do this
I
with
don't
you, man.
See, that's the thing. I don't want to sit here and suck each other's dicks, but it's like I'm
Yeah.
definitely the lucky one here.
No, this is the last episode of the year,
It
so it's
is.
like
Yeah,
I was just thinking.
it
in the
is kind of a
moment,
nice moment. Yeah.
It's like reflect a little.
Yeah.
That's what the end of the season. People
Yeah.
have end of the year lists. What was their favorite? It's good to reflect a little.
what's really
and think
cool
about
is
things
if-
that go forward.
is if are we good on the battery?
yeah,
we-
we're chilling.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna keep looking and checking, but I'll let you know.
What's really cool to me is like if you go back and listen to the first podcast you and I ever did together on your canoe,
Yeah.
which was like I want to say September or October of 2021,
Okay.
so over a year ago.
Right.
You and I, like, I'm talking about how I want to start running a show
Yeah.
and how I would love to get you involved and how I want to start a podcast and I would love for it to be successful, but I know
Yeah.
how long that road.
Yeah.
And everything you and I talked about came into fruition without even ever, like, I never thought, like, these are the things we said we have to do it.
Right. Right.
It was just a conversation. You and I had known each other for like a month at that point.
Barely even.
Yeah.
That was like our first long conversation was on the canoe.
I don't know if people know this, but like we met in Austin doing
Yeah,
comedy.
yeah,
That's the crazy. We are both from here. I knew your brother. Never knew your brother had a brother.
Right.
And that's it. And then we met out there because you
Mhm.
saw the Mayberry Man hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool stuff, dude. But no, that you should listen to that podcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and listen.
We made a
Remember We
lot-
had that random cat who came out of nowhere. And we
Yeah.
were talking with him.
Yeah, I do. Like I listen back. I feel like such a douchebag the way I was talking
Really?
because I was like new to like the comedy game, and I was like trying to make an impression, and I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
dude, like make sure you sound articulate.
Dude, and no doubt we're gonna look back on this a year from now and be
Feel like
there's some
douchebags.
shit that's just life. Like,
Although I will say, I listen to like the episodes sometimes, and I
Uh-huh.
like really like it's just two dudes powwowing.
yeah,
There's no like, I haven't even referenced my note. Like I always make notes for what I want to talk about, and
Yeah.
barely ever get to the points.
right.
So it is like it's not much. We're not trying to impress. So it's like, when you try to impress, that's when you look back and you're like, damn, you're a douchebag.
right,
But when you look back, it's like oh, you were just being yourself.
right,
And
right.
at this point, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty like cool with who I am.
yeah,
It took me a while to get there. The
And-
military, helped.
right. And you have so many episodes and backlog and stuff that like it doesn't mean as like if we fuck this up somehow. Last week I fucked up the episode and didn't record. Like yeah, it killed me. I felt like I let you down.
Yeah,
But at the same time, it's like it's part of a bigger picture.
it is.
If that was our first episode, I probably would have killed myself
Yeah,
by now.
yeah, exactly.
But thank God that we have stuff to look back on, and it's like you have a little more wiggle room
exactly,
to for this to not be a big deal. And like
right.
I don't know if people are listening, if they've made it this far in this episode,
Yeah,
they like us. They
Well,
want to
'cause-
hear what we have to say.
exactly. And that was episode 40. So if like
Right.
you've been a fan, you can
Yeah.
excuse one slip up. And if you even listen to it, was like I was laughing at it. Like it's a
Yeah.
good episode,
Yeah, Fuzzy was great.
and you can hear it. It's just not the best.
right.
It's just not the best.
God,
quality.
I felt like such an
Nah,
idiot.
dude,
I was dreading
bro,
calling you, dude.
Dude, that's how I felt when we were doing the Josh Cabaza show, and I fucked up his sound. You weren't
Oh,
there.
really? Yeah, I
in the
wasn't
middle of
there.
his set, he was recording his album, dude.
Yeah.
And in the middle of his set, I fucked up and pressed a button in the sound booth, and all you hear is "Dugga dugga," just like the wide window. And then luckily, he riffed on that and got one of the biggest pops of his set.
Yeah.
So like, if it wasn't for that,
So you walked up to him after the
I was
show.
like,
You're like,
dude,
"You're welcome, bro."
no, I was like,
I
dude,
got you.
I was like, I'm so fucking sorry. He's like, bro,
Yeah.
did you see what happened? He's like, I should be
Yeah.
thanking you. And I'm like, yeah, right. You should be
Yeah.
killing me. But
Dude, and somehow I made it up in my head like I was going to call you and you're going to be like pissed or something like that.
Dude. Bro, you've like.
And then after I talked to you, I was like, yeah, of course Matt's not going to fucking.
No, dude, you put out.
Fuck me in
bro.
the ass.
You fucking put out. I respect the human error. Too many people don't.
Yeah.
You go out to dinner with someone
Yeah.
and a waiter forgets their water and they
Right.
treat them like a fucking peasant.
It's insane.
That disgusts me. Now, anyone who's listening, any of my friends are gonna say this is the kettle calling the pot black here because I do get mad, but that's like I can differentiate someone who made a mistake versus someone who doesn't give a fuck.
Right.
And quite frankly, the latter is what you see more of these days.
Right. Yeah,
Going
yeah,
to a restaurant in today, it's a nightmare. They're understaffed and people don't give a shit because a lot of these people are working the minimum hours so they can still make unemployment. They're making bank,
Right.
doing nothing.
Well, you have to have the reference point to have worked those jobs. Too many people that are complaining or getting pissed, they don't know what it's like to be in that position.
Yeah.
So they're getting pissed at someone that they've never done that job or it's been 30 fucking years.
Right.
But you and I, we've worked jobs like that. So
Yeah.
you're able to critique objectively
Right.
if this person is fucking off or if they're just made a little oopsie whoopsie.
Right. And just, that's something I
Like
do.
you can picture him as a coworker. Like,
Yeah.
if I was working alongside this guy, I'd fucking hate him.
Dude, you just take a quick look into their eyes and you can tell if they give a shit. Like you can
Yeah.
tell if this guy's like, because if someone like say they just didn't bring the water and you bring it up, they'll bring it
Uh-huh.
back. Here you go. That's a guy that doesn't give a fuck. But it's like,
Right.
I'm so sorry, man. Like it's
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
busy day. Like don't get angry at that guy.
Yeah.
Don't get angry at the guy who like tells you like you go to rent a car. Sorry, that's not in our policy. We can't do that. Like
Right.
fuck you. Like this guy's trying to keep his job. He's
Ah,
trying to pay his
dude.
bills.
I was checking in the hotel.
He thinks it's bullshit too.
Yeah.
You know?
I was checking into the hotel yesterday, and this fucking C word was in front of me. This old lady, and she was like, we're checking in late in the middle of New Mexico, bumfuck New Mexico. This guy working the counter, he's like, they had a big like U-Haul type thing that they were, and he's like, oh, if you want to park that, your options are to park it here. And she just like snapped at him, and she's like, I got this. I know what I'm. He's like, no, but I'm just telling you, they'll tow you. If she's like, just pissing him off, and I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is wrong with you, lady?
Well, and back to the other side of that, where there's like the people that work. I think it's like if you just work 20 hours a week, you can get unemployment, right?
Right.
And they're making so much money by doing nothing.
Right.
And I look at that. You and I are grinding like so hard with comedy and the podcast for nothing.
Yeah.
And it's such a weird like. It's almost like there's two types of people in this world. And I'm
Yeah.
not saying like we're better, but like I don't like saying this because it seems like I'm complimenting myself, but like it's just how I am.
Gas yourself.
Yeah, but
up.
I didn't work for this. Like this is a trait that I didn't like build up. I just have it. I feel weird about getting a lot for nothing.
Uh-huh.
I feel really weird about that.
Yeah. Dude, I feel weird about getting stuff from things that I actually do work hard on. Like even because in the moment, if you
No. I'm saying that too. Like
Right.
I'm saying that, but it's like I didn't try to build that trait up of like appreciation.
Oh, I see.
Like that's just
Yeah.
it's just the way it is.
Uh-huh.
And I don't like it's it's weird because it feels like I'm complimenting myself, but I didn't earn that trait. I'm lucky I have it because I
Right.
think once you get what you were working for, it's far more rewarding than getting nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm lucky to have that. There's a lot of people that are gonna take and take and take and take, and then when it's too late to realize like, oh, I want to feel what it's like to earn something.
Yeah.
Well, you're 65 with not you were kind of given everything. You don't really have a resume here.
Right.
I don't want to be that person.
Yeah, and most people don't get to work on shit that they actually care about,
Dude, we
I
have a
feel
real-
lucky that we get to work on something that
it's a real
is fun.
It's a real passion project.
We're doing it for free. Most people don't get to work on stuff that they would do for free.
And we're lucky that we have people supporting it, dude. Like we're getting a couple hundred views per episode already. Like that's sick.
It's crazy.
I thought for the first couple of years we were gonna be talking to nobody,
Uh-huh.
and now I'm at the point where I'm thinking like, all right, really consider your words because like there are people listening,
Right.
and hopefully there's gonna be more.
But also still take risks, still throw your dick out there,
I'm doing it. I'm doing it, dude.
Hell yeah.
Throw my dick out right now. Actually, it's a little dry. There's
Yeah.
no way the ball sack's in good condition. I'm not gonna do that.
Dude, it is dry here. I had to put a little extra lotion on
Dude, my
today. I
knuckles
was
look like
damn.
sandpaper, dude.
Yeah, man.
I could start a fire.
You forget about the dryness out here. But it feels good, dude. I'm like, holy
It's a
shit.
lovely day.
The air, something about the air, the energy, just being in California. The sun is like shining a little brighter or something.
Yeah.
I don't know,
It's quite
man.
nice.
But you got anything else you're looking forward to for this while you're back? Anything else you got to hit? You gonna hit the beach? You got a couple favorite spots that you're gonna hit here?
I don't know. I have a little anxiety. Like, I have anxiety with how much freedom I have on the schedule. Like the opposite of you.
Yeah.
It's like I don't really know what I want to do, and I have some like administrative things I need to take care of, and it's like I keep putting it to the side burner because I just want to relax.
Yeah.
So I got to like sort myself out. That's probably what I'll do for the second half of this day.
I want to go for a hike in these mountains, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some nice ones out here.
Dude, I
Maybe the Boo.
did you see the new Avatar movie? Remember how I was raving about
Did
it
you
last
see
time?
it?
I was hyping up Avatar 2. I think I made a bold prediction.
You
saying
said it was going to be the greatest movie ever made.
of all time was my prediction.
Bad?
I did not like it. It was bad. It was disappointing to me.
What is it called? Like the element of water?
The
or
Way
something?
of Water. It's it sucked to me. The animation looked terrible. I don't know if my mind changed
Was it cool 3D?
for like 2 minutes, and then you get over that, and I just felt like I was watching a video game.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't get into the animation. I heard people saying like, "Oh, it's unreal what they did, and this looks so realistic." But realistic, it doesn't look real. Like I gotta watch it and think that these blue people are doing this. I couldn't get into it, and they literally copy and pasted the last movie. It was a bag of shit as far as I was
It
concerned.
wasn't like the live action Alvin and the Chipmunks. That was convincing. Not for real, those were singing chipmunks.
Well, they either need to go so far apart that you're like, okay, I'm watching a Pixar movie, or just make it with real people and tangible objects. But I don't know. I'm a harsh critic with animation.
It's because you're an artist.
I guess, dude. My brother liked it. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Is
I was
he-
really mad that
Is
I
he a bit
didn't
of a,
like
Is
it.
he a simpleton?
I mean, he likes Marvel and shit like that.
Okay.
So
It's telling.
Yeah, I don't
She-Hulk-
know.
Big She-Hulk guy.
no, not that far, but yeah, I don't know what it was this time. I was just like,
She-Hulk
blue
is
cat?
actually kind of offensive of a name.
yeah,
I was thinking about that. That's like they're going like a oh, it's a she-man, like a tranny. That's kind of what it feels like.
yeah,
She-Hulk.
dude. That's what they did with Thor as Lady Thor.
Yeah.
Like back then, they were just sexist and made these names,
Yeah. they
and
stuck
now
with
they
them.
got to stick to the comic book. So you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
I mean, people would have been so pissed if they named. What would they call it instead? I guess you just wouldn't even call it anything Hulk. You would just
Shulk.
call it. But even that
Yeah.
would be, you would have to just make up a new word. Hulk is a made-up word, right?
Yeah, it is.
So, yeah, it would just be like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you could really say anything.
Yeah, you could say, you could really say anything.
I think I'm good here if you are.
Go see Avatar. I want to hear what you think about it, dude.
I might.
You got to watch it in 3D.
I might, dude. I'll see if I've. First, I got to make sure I've.
But
you know.
bring $30, dude, because fucking the movies is outrageous, especially if you're doing IMAX 3D.
Yeah.
They upcharge you up it's a plane ticket to go to
You see those
Pandora.
like, let's all go to the lobby. Let's all, the little like at the movies where it's like popcorn
Yeah,
dance
yeah,
around.
yeah, the
And like I always
animated-
notice the popcorn thing says 5 cents.
Oh, really?
Let's update that.
Yeah, let's update
what,
that.
what are we lying to ourselves for?
Ridiculous.
5 cents a kernel, maybe.
Yeah.
5 cents a pop.
Dude,
Like, literally a pop.
I sneak my own shit in, dude.
What do you bring? Are you one of those assholes that brings something smelly, like a tuna roll? You one of those?
Yeah, I bring a
You get those on the
hard-boiled
airport. You
egg.
get the people that go to like Chili's right before they get on a flight and get like their Szechuan wings,
Ooh.
and then eat them right next to me as they're dipping them in their garlic aioli. It's
Yeah.
like, come on, dude, we are in a cabin.
But that's not even the worst part. It's after it's settled for a few minutes when you start to hear it come out the other end. When you just get that yeah, dude. Fuck. Woo!
I think that's it. The back of my knee's starting to sweat.
Oh, yeah, dude.
It's
I'm going to go jump
December,
in the
dude.
pool, dude.
It's
I'm
December.
going to the beach and going to go swim in the ocean.
Here you go.
Hell yeah.
All right.
God bless.
Is that it?
Merry Christmas. I
Merry
think so. You got anything else?
That's it for me.
Anything to promote? You doing Mimi's Cafe for the family? Going to do a little guest spot?
No, we got January 14th, Asana Mod. I'm featuring for him at Monk's Jazz Club, so come through to
Woo!
that. That'll be sick.
15?
14th.
No, how many minutes
Oh, I don't know.
is a feature?
I don't know.
What's the standard feature time?
20, I think.
20.
Yeah. So,
Hell yeah.
all right.
All right, Merry Christmas, bro.
Merry Christmas to you, brother.
Captain's dog.
There it is. I was waiting for it.